Rotational symmetry. Rotation means turning. In geometry, rotating a figure means turning a figure about a given point, known as the point of rotation. This point can be on the figure or any other point. Look at some examples of rotation from real-life situations. Ceiling fan, steering wheel of a vehicle, knob of a door, rotation of the hands of a clock about the point where they meet, rotation of a 2D shape. We can also rotate 2D shapes or plane shapes about a point. The three things that are needed to describe a rotation are the direction of rotation, clockwise or anti-clockwise, the angle of rotation, the point of rotation. The example given here is of the rotation of a squared box about a given point. 1/4 turn. Shape A is rotated through an angle of 90 degrees about the point O in the clockwise direction to get shape B. Half turn. Shape B is further rotated through an angle of 90 degrees about the same point O in the clockwise direction to get shape C. This is the same as if we would rotate shape A through an angle of 180 degrees about point O in clockwise direction to get shape C. 3/4 turn. Shape C is again rotated by an angle of 90 degrees about point O to get shape D. What happens when shape D is further rotated through an angle of 90 degrees about point O in clockwise direction? We observe that the squared box comes back to its initial position as it has rotated 360 degrees, one complete rotation. Some more examples are: given figures are rotated about point P through an angle of 180 degrees in the clockwise direction. When letter N turns through an angle of 90 degrees about the point of rotation A in a clockwise direction, then it becomes letter Z. Symmetry in solids. Symmetry is the exact likeness in a shape about a given line, point, or plane. In the previous class, we have already learned that plane shapes are figures which can be folded over in such a way that the two parts match exactly are called symmetrical figures, and the fold line is called the line of symmetry. Symmetrical figure can have one or more than one line of symmetry. Solids also show symmetry. Some solids can be cut into halves so that both the halves are identical. The plane surface along which the solid is cut to give identical halves is called the plane of symmetry. If we put a mirror in front of each half, then each half is a reflection or mirror image of other. Like 2D shapes, solids can also have more than one plane of symmetry. You will learn about this in higher classes. Symmetry in some common symmetrical 3D figures. Consider a cylinder. The two drawn lines are the lines of symmetry. The two drawn lines are the lines of symmetry for a cylinder. The drawn line is the line of symmetry for a cone.